Forespoken system requirements were literally disastrous and monster in nature, but Hogwarts legacy system requirements seems to be a little bit low, and this seems refreshing and this seems to calm me a little bit. Let's take a look at the system requirements of Hogwarts legacy. So they require literally a GTX 960 to run the game at the bare minimum in 720p 30 FPS at least. I can recall a Plague still had similar system requirements and the experience was not great as well. On 1650 the game was unplayable. A Plague Steel game was unplayable which was launched last year. It was literally unplayable on 1080p lowest possible settings. So GTX 1650 users are still on the bottom of the corner. Until and unless they do something incredible with the optimization, I would be completely satisfied by the performance of the game. Just as Dead Space runs pretty much well with GTX 1650, although 1050 Ti is unable to handle the game at 1080p native. But the thing is, this is how the system requirements are these days. Let's take a look at the CPU requirement. This is even kept lower than the Dead Space. The minimum requirement is i5 6th generation, which is pretty much normal CPU requirement which you would expect from any 2023 game. But the memory is 16 GB RAM. Nowadays, every AAA title is recommending a 16 GB memory at the bare minimum. So if you have still not upgraded to 16 GB dual channel, upgrade it right now before even thinking to purchase any game. Also, they are recommending a SSD for the bare minimum, just like every other AAA game these days recommends a SSD at least for the bare minimum. So you must have a SSD in order to get the decent experience, along with 16 GB of RAM and at least a GTX 960 to enjoy the game at 720p 30 FPS. Thank you so much for watching. I will be seeing you in my next one.